All right, mic check, 1, 2. Action Jackson. We back again in full effect, and you see we're road tripping. Puff and Vern, we're back for another episode number
31 in the
31,
building.
31.
And we're road tripping.
It looks like I'm going to get some free ganja.
Yo, stop your knives. Stop your knives.
I'm not happy at least, but the Raptors, we're going to get to that.
We're going to get
to
into
the
it.
Raptors rewind.
Yeah.
Vern hit the track. We got to...
But let's
We gotta introduce the beer.
Do it.
So we're going Old Flame Brewing Co. Hazy Blonde. Premium Kelly Beer Lager.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce that. 5%.
Killer.
Let's try this.
Let's try it. See what I want.
Let's get a conversation going. It's been a rough week.
Very rough week. You know, fans are back in the building though.
It's all right.
I have to take a healthy sip.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll say about 7. I'll give it a 7. Aight.
You get 6.5.
Aight.
Yeah, man.
All right, yes, in Toronto, in Ontario, we have fans back in the building to cheer on our Raptors.
The building. To cheer on the Raptors.
But guess what?
It didn't help.
It didn't help. It might have helped the first game when they got to boo Dragic that came back to town after he said Toronto is waste man town and he doesn't want to play on no waste man team. People have to boo him every time he touch the ball.
Yeah. I
saw him trying to go hush. Oh, hush.
Oh, when he hit a free throw?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a free throw. I think he hit it like a step back. He started getting hot in the second half.
And he told the crowd to hush?
Toronto got the W.
Exactly. Go sit on yourself.
That's all that matters. But,
you know,
it was the two W's they got was against Dragic's team, but they didn't have KD, they didn't have Kyrie, and they didn't have the Ben Simmons, the young in the shot list.
But we didn't have Fred VanVleet, we didn't have OG, and we still boxed them up. Well, it wasn't a box up, so I can't lie.
The first game was a box up. The first game they played
the first game was a box up. The second game
was like a 1 point,
a 1 point, 2 point,
1 point game. But it was just like because of free. Somebody hit a 3 at the end.
Yeah,
and
but then after that, boy, the 3 losses that we took, I'm very disappointed.
Atlanta, okay, I can understand. Atlanta's not that bad because Trae Young, he's a beast.
He's a beast.
But I always wonder why don't they play that boxing one on Trae like they did?
I don't know,
Golden State. But anyways, Trae gave him.
Trey ate almost 40. Gave him 40.
Gave him 40 plus 41 to be exact.
And then Detroit,
unstoppable.
We cannot beat Detroit.
I called it.
Detroit against the Raptors since Casey left, I think they're like 8-3. The last time
I don't even know if the Raptors beat them since Casey had
the Raptors beat these guys was January 31st, 2020. We cannot beat these men. And Detroit is salt against the rest of the league.
Yeah. They have like the second worst. They have 17 wins, and I think 5 of those wins are against the Raptors.
I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is when it comes to the Raptors and Detroit Pistons.
Dwayne Casey, he knows his assistant coach, and he knows what he's going to do.
Yo, it's madness. It's perplexing.
Yeah, but that's so go. I told you, Vern. I told you I'm about to get some free herb. Raptors are stuck in the 7th seed. Look like they're not going nowhere.
Listen,
even though the Nets are trash.
If we had, and then we lost against Orlando. If we had won against Orlando
Magic.
If we had beat Detroit and beat
Orlando,
their
point guard puts on Timberlands to dunk and think he's gonna win the dunk.
If we had beat Detroit and Orlando, we'd have been tied with Cleveland for 6 because Cleveland's on a 4-game losing streak. Yeah, but no. No.
So we had a 3-2 week. Terrible. Raptors. That's not gonna make it. Not gonna make it.
Because I only had them losing out of the 25 games. What, 9? The man them already lose 4.
You know that's problems.
Raptors, you're gonna make me give Puff a OZ.
Yep.
That's what you're trying to make me do.
And the last 2 things we want to talk about the Raptors, we got to wrap this up quick because, man, it's miserable. When you see the team play against these trash
teams and losing.
Miserable. So, OG again will be How he had a mashup finger. They don't
Yeah.
even know where he injured the
it.
finger. Like, it's crazy. But I guess they're trying to get him ready for the playoffs if they're in the playoffs.
What?
So they're going to look at OG.
They're going to be in the play-in game, and they have to win only one game, right?
Well, that's not a playoff. Play-in is not playoffs. It's play-in to get to playoffs.
But hey, we're going to get to the playoffs. I'm confident about that.
See.
Now, the seed is a different story because
see.
I've been calling 6 the whole year.
Let's see. So OG has
They
a
might go to
broken
8
finger.
still. I can't lie.
OG has a broken finger, and he's going to be reevaluated in 2
Yeah.
weeks. So at least
Actually,
2 more weeks, probably plus. He's gonna be out.
Exactly. Since the season came back, he hasn't played, and then they reevaluate and say he's going to be out another 2 weeks again. So we'll see, right? But we need his presence. We definitely need his presence.
Need it. And we also
Definitely
need
need
the
it.
All-Star
And
Freddie VanVleet.
He's the same knee injuries he's been having because he missed a couple of games before the All-Star break, right? Because he's having like knee soreness and what I think it's the same thing. Maybe it's it's so many minutes he's been playing this year.
It's a good because this week was a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think they had like almost 5
and
games.
he leads the league this year, I think, in minutes played because there's games where the Raptors were like playing them 40, 50 minutes early.
You know what? Honestly,
out.
I think the reason why after reading that book on Nick Nurse, I was telling you, I think Nick Nurse was honestly tried to get him to be an all-star. So if he made sure he got his numbers up,
right?
and maybe that's why he was playing so much, and now it's time to rest. But he got him his all-star nod. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we're done with the Raptors.
Yeah,
for
man,
this week.
it's very disappointing. I mean,
Raptors took box up.
We're a true blue Raptor fan, blue and blue, but we can't really talk.
Orlando and Detroit
up,
are at the bottom of the East. Bottom.
And we took box up.
Bottom. I can't.
Box up.
The one Orlando was hurt. It hurt.
That
they
one
couldn't
hurt.
stop no guards. Guards were just flying by. Oh,
I had that one. I saw Orlando on the schedule. I'm like, yo, Raptors are going to bounce back from the Detroit game.
I thought at least they could beat Orlando. When I saw the first quarter, I was like, oh my God. Like,
I was
going
vexed.
on?
I was vexed. All right? Not even vexed. I was vexed. Okay.
And then in the Detroit game, they only start playing after Nick Nurse gets kicked out, and they start playing the end of the third, and then they started making it competitive.
Like,
why don't you start at the first quarter and do it throughout the whole game?
It's like the Raptors left all that juice in the first half, and now they got to reclaim it again. You're supposed to build on that.
Oh boy,
But man, this Raptor rap, we're gonna have to wrap this rewind up now.
Wrap it up.
Sorry, Raptors. Very
We're
disappointed.
going on to around the league. There's some very interesting stuff going on around the league.
And
Still,
the number one topic that we want to touch base on, well, I want to touch base on, is very surprising. Is DeMarcus Cousins going in the time machine and going back
wow. DeMarcus Cousins
to 2016
got
DeMarcus Cousins
points, starting in place of Jokic.
I don't care. It's against Houston.
Denver, yeah.
I do not care.
I do care because Houston don't have no big man.
But they did. DeMarcus Cousins.
Houston?
Exactly.
DeMarcus Cousins wasn't. I'm
There
talking about
with John Wall. And they got rid of him, and he came back and dropped 31
right
of the
now,
hair.
playing against, like,
Of course.
Houston right now has no big man to go up against DeMarcus
well,
Cousins.
they have what Christian Woods, but
he's like
he's a skinny man.
Slim,
He's a skinny man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cousins just have a ball in.
There's not a lot of
Push him
mans like
around.
there's not a lot of mans like Cousins.
Shack
still.
him.
There's not a man big. There's a lot of these centers are not big like like Cousins still.
Yeah, but it's nice to see Cousins get his 31
Yeah.
points, get his confidence back because, man, he
he's
left
been
a lot of money on the table
for
after
him.
not signing
his
that contract.
struggles since he got to mash up the Achilles. Then he didn't sign a contract. Then he mashed up his quad. Right, so it's just to see him get back to the old Cousins to say like, yo, if I do get some minutes or some play, I could still put up numbers. He could still average around
But
15.
he belongs in the league, though. He
does belong in the league. Maybe not a starter,
teams have
but
been
coming out
poking
as a backup center, he could definitely give you 15 a game. No problem. Right? I think he only missed 4 shots that game.
Wow. What, it was 20 minutes or something he only played? Wow.
I think it was like 10 for 14 or something like
but
that.
Then again,
Yeah.
it's
Houston. So, you got to take it with a grain of salt,
Houston.
but it's big to see.
Yes, I agree.
It's big to see. Right?
So on to the next. There was a big game last night. The Suns.
Oh, wait. It's New York? So New York is doing New York things again.
Oh, New York. Of course. New York. Going
Yo,
by
New York. I should put you on the major L, New York, because you guys are in control of the game. You are up 10, and then your idiot man, Randall, get kicked out. How do you get kicked out? You're the best player. How do you get kicked out? foolish play. What, you don't think basketball is a contact sport?
Yeah.
Why? Because the man give a little push, you're gonna come back and
So
want to
Cam
fight the man?
Johnson give him a little push. He gets vexed, and it looked like he pushed aside the ref. He pushed. He's gonna get. He might even get a suspension
Right?
for a game for that one.
Stupid, and they went down and lost the game.
Yep.
On a
And
banker.
it was Cam Johnson that
done
called game and hit the shot off the backboard, and in the bank was open.
Yeah, that
Suns won at home.
You know, like when you dunk on a man, you say head top. That was a shot on their head top.
Yeah. So yeah, that was crazy because if he didn't hit that shot, they lost the game
by 1 point.
Yep.
Right. And two, man, Knicks, man, you need to do something. But you know, I like how the Knicks are playing. No, not the Knicks. RJ Barrett is starting to roll in. He's been playing good over the last couple of times, but they played Salt last night.
There's some changes coming in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, over the offseason. I don't know if Randall's going to be there. I don't even know if the coach is going to be there.
I don't think Thibodeau's going to be there.
But RJ Barrett, he will be there.
He's stepping up. Now, they should be using Cam Reddish even more because Cam Reddish was playing big for Atlanta.
Yeah, I think they just started playing him now. I saw him in a few games.
And he looks good because he's another 6'8" wing that could play defend and he could hit shots.
He does look
Just
good.
give the man the minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know, but, you know, Knicks are doing Knicks things again.
Yep.
So, you know, we'll get
box
off of that.
up.
You know, and next on the list is the 76ers. Now, the 76ers, I know you guys are thanking us. I know you guys are thanking us because there is no more, as Ben turned the 76ers story. It's already gone.
I'm glad. I'm glad for Embiid. I'm glad for Coach.
For the coach, Doc Rivers.
I'm glad for everybody involved.
Whoever made the deal, because people was like, yo, Philly got fleeced in that deal.
It doesn't look so now.
Philly gave up 2 number 1 picks. Those picks are going to be like, what, 20? 20 late first round?
Yeah, it's going to be late.
And you got man like Harden who finessed everybody. Harden didn't play the All-Star break, the game, and what did he do? He went. I don't know where he went on vacation. He didn't go upon no beach, and the man came back in shape. I don't know how the man lose 10 pounds so quick, but look at Harden. He is playing like Harden that we know. And he's the point guard. And I don't know, man. Maxey took a step, and now Maxey looks.
No, Maxey took a step from before when Ben was saying my head hurts, or Ben was like, I don't want to play.
But now with Embiid, now with what's the name?
I'm telling you,
with Harden,
because Harden.
Oh my goodness!
With Harden and how good he is, how well he can shoot, it draws the defense towards him. And what does that do? Open up the floor for Maxey. Maxey's
quick.
He's quick.
Right, and the sheer ball handling, and they're on a 5-game win streak. Joel is killing. Like, even the Cavs game, right? Everyone's like, well, they played the Knicks two or three times, and then I want to see them against a good team. They played the Cavs.
Cavs are boxing up in the first half.
Oh, man, I saw it. I was like, but I wasn't worried. For some reason, I wasn't worried. And then the second half.
Because you know what's on the other side. Yo, I just had a thought the other day. I was thinking, Harding and Embiid is the new Stockton and Malone.
Those guys are dangerous.
Dangerous. The 1-2 punch.
But there's a little bit more dangerous because of Harden. Because Harden
and Embiid, though. Because back in the day, Karl Malone's not shooting threes.
Exactly.
So now I even saw a play where you have Embiid out on the 3-point line. And then so Harden could just play and then break down the defense. He can't get to the hole.
Exactly.
He throws it back. Embiid's wide open. 3-point. Boom.
And then Max, listen, they're on a 5-game win streak. This is their 4th game that all 3 of them over 20 points. Maxey with 33 the other night. Yeah, man, it's looking good. These 20 games are they're rounding into.
I am excited for the playoffs. The East playoffs
it's gonna be crazy.
Dangerous.
It's gonna be.
You have Chicago.
Sick.
You have Milwaukee. You have 76ers.
Don't forget Miami.
You have Boston. You have Miami.
And Boston been playing good ball.
I know I love my Raptors, but Raptors about to get stomped out.
Right.
Because these men are playing on the next level.
No. We're gonna make it to the playoffs.
Vern, remember I tell you.
We're not gonna go to the second round.
Stomp out to the playoffs.
So you're saying we're not gonna make the playoffs?
Playing, I don't know about playoffs.
So we're not gonna make 1 to 8?
Even if they get to the playoffs, they're gonna get stomped out.
No, listen, we're gonna get to the playoffs.
I don't know.
So who's gonna beat them?
Remember, the play-in is not the playoffs.
Who's
gonna beat them? We just had a week where they lost to Detroit and Orlando.
We're not at full staff.
Every team was giving them work.
At full staff.
I don't business.
We're making
those
the
teams
playoffs.
Are
okay?
trash. Those teams are at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel.
Okay.
So you should be able to play them with almost your second line.
Folks, Pencil the
But
Raptors
no,
into
not
the
the
playoffs.
Raptors.
Raptors
Pencil-
are into the playoffs. We're putting them
Pencil,
in right
make
now.
sure that pencil cut erase.
Right?
Write it really light.
No.
You know what? Back in the day, really light, just in case you got to erase it.
We're
up.
doing permanent marker. We're doing permanent marker.
That's why Vern's gonna buy me
Right?
some ganja about permanent
Permanent
marker.
marker. Raptors in the playoffs.
Ah, okay.
But the East playoffs is going to be ridiculous.
I wouldn't even pencil them in.
Ridiculous.
Raptors in the play-in.
Yo, this man is not a Raptor fan.
Yo, you don't see Raptors on my chest? I'm going down with the ship. But I'm not going to be like this man. These men are going to win the championship. We all know they're not winning.
I
don't know.
See, now you're telling lies about me. We never said championships. We said 6 seasons and playoffs.
So if you're not winning championship,
and that where I go
then
to.
you're not winning.
Okay? We're going there.
You forget
okay?
Vern. 2019, we turned to a championship team.
Were we in the playoffs last year?
We're not
we gotta
Atlantic Division championship.
We gotta take steps. It's a new team.
Steps.
We gotta take steps back to get to where we were. We're getting to the
it seems
playoffs
like we're
this year.
taking steps backwards.
Right? We're getting there this year, Raptor fans. You know what I mean? Go add Puff. I don't know what Puff is talking about. Go add Puff.
Just telling you the
Right?
truth.
But yeah, man,
Telling you
the
truth.
East. The East, man, when they say, when the East is in the house, the East
my.
is the best conference
Oh, my.
right now.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Okay, we need to
my.
talk about another team that's been at the bottom of the barrel. They've been they reminded me of the Sacramento Kings. They just can't win nothing. They just know how to lose. New Orleans Pelicans.
Yo.
I think they finally made an amazing move with that pick up of CJ McCollum.
McCollum, I would have to agree. Because since that trade, they've been the hottest team in the league since All-Star break.
They have been beating teams.
And they've been beating teams decisively.
I felt ways when they beat the Raptors. But after when I saw them beat up the Suns next, I was like, oh.
I thought it was fluke.
maybe-
I was like, yo,
maybe
those
they're
men
not
lucked
that
out.
bad.
But then they
The
boxed
Lakers-
up the Sun by 15.
Then the Lakers, we all know Lakers.
Lakers are trash. Yo, Lakers.
But
we shouldn't even talk about Lakers no more.
the
I'm
Lakers
sorry,
are
LeBron.
trash. But when the Raptors play them in a few weeks twice,
Oh, we're
I
boxing
know they're
them
going
up.
to lose at least one of those
We're
games.
boxing them up. We're boxing them up.
We should bet some more.
I should learn my lesson. Yo, if we can't box up these sorry Lakers, there is a problem.
Yo, we couldn't box up the Detroit. Sorry. We couldn't
Everybody box up the Lakers, though.
Orlando. Sorry.
Everybody box up the Lakers.
Anyways,
Right?
They beat
But anyhow.
the New Orleans Pelicans also beat the Kings by 30 points, and then they beat the Jazz
By
the Utah Jazz by another 34 points. So
box up.
New Orleans Pelicans looking good, and we just got news that Zion got
Uh-huh.
cleared. Whoa, man!
So he's back in. So he's back in New Orleans now to do on court. You know what I mean? Workout.
Is it called scary hours? But
Nah,
might not even get to play
he's not
because
playing this year.
They're
It
not
don't
even
make
in
no
the
sense.
They're not even
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
It's not even in the play-in. So it doesn't make sense. But what this does, though, is say, hey,
Sets them up for next
set
year.
them up for next year. Now Zion is like, okay, well, it looks like that's working. And if I am the Pelicans, I'm doing exactly that my man Jalen Rose said them to do. Zion, here's a blank check. You don't want to lose Zion. You already lost everybody else. Now you're going to lose Zion?
Yeah, you don't lose Zion.
You give him
Zion
a blank
is
check
a highlight reel.
and say, Zion, we know what you could do when you're healthy. We just need you to lose some, trim up, and you need to play at a certain weight for your rest of your career. And if Zion goes back there with McCollum and Ingram, the way they're playing, and Jonas, they rounded out Jonas, and they got some good. They have a decent bench.
Jonas is like a scoring center.
They have some decent
He can
bench.
shoot.
So I could see them making some noise next year.
Interesting. They're lining up. They're lining up.
Because
but we're
CJ
looking
has
at-
been.
they might be like the Suns. Remember when the bubble came and the Suns came back and went 9-0? And
8-0,
but they
9-0,
just missed the
buzzer,
playoffs.
and they just
then
missed
the next
it.
year they went all the way.
Box
Oh
up.
man.
So, I think that deal. Yeah, I think that deal that benefits them. Whoever they
that's
didn't,
nice.
they gave up Josh Hart and Kale Alexander, but you got a sniper in CJ McCollum.
And it seems like he's playing better since he reached.
Better since he got there.
Yeah, man.
Right? Because now he's not under Dame, right? Like he played good when Dame was there, but now Dame is not there. Right now it's him
I
and
don't know
Ingram.
because there's a lot of time when Dame wasn't there and he still there.
was, yeah.
I guess by now he knows he's like
He's
but then
seasoned.
again,
He's
he has
very
to,
seasoned.
But anyways, we'll see.
So
We'll see. They're playing well. We'll see.
ooh, that's a good trade for them, man. They look like they're. I don't know if they're getting it right. We'd have to see.
Nah, I don't know.
They dash
We'll see.
a whole lot of players.
Yes.
To then
A
go
lot
back
of
and get the same players.
Same players.
So
anyways, let's move on.
I don't get it. But
you should be surprised. We talked about the New Orleans Pelicans. Watch the Pelicans fly.
we never
for
talk
so
about
long.
the Pelicans, okay?
Pelican.
Because they're trash.
Anyways,
But
next section. We're going on to the.
that was around the league. So that, yeah, it was major L of the week.
Okay, Vern. So what are our major L's?
Now, major L, I have 4 of them today. Number 4, I don't know if you guys saw the OKC and Minnesota game. You had the same game where Shea dropped the man and the man flew, right? Within that same game, there's a fast break with Minnesota, and the guy's going on the court, and all you see the 2 sweeper man them still on the court. They're playing 5-on-7. How the hell does that happen?
Before, but I've seen it before when he got around the mop guy.
But you're running into the mop guy. They're on the court, and the man's like, yo, what are you doing? How do you not see that coming?
That's
like,
funny.
Did anyone drop on the ground for you to be sweeping the floor?
No, but what happens as soon as there's a free throw and the ball goes back to the other end, they come in quick to do the sweep.
Well,
but sometimes there's a quick steal, and if your head's not up, they're coming right at you.
Like, yo, Reggie, what are these men doing?
But you know how it is. Remember when you're playing ball there in full court, and then you want to take some shots. By the time you take a shot, the ball's coming back.
Ball's already down there. But I have to give those men that L, right? The number 3, I don't know if you guys saw Kuzma's sweater.
Oh, my God.
But another man came with Kuzma's sweater. Miles Turner. And this time it was green sleeves. It was trash.
So, Vern, when you come in with that?
Never.
When you gonna come with that?
Never. If you want to send it to
with
me,
sleeves to your ankles.
You can send it to me, but you also have to send me a check with it, because I'm not wearing that pound road without you paying me.
So maybe you're not getting paid. They must be getting paid to look like fool. They must be getting paid to look like
the man
fool.
look like Papi Show.
So you're saying you'll get paid to look like Papi Show?
Me not take it up. Depends on how much the bag is.
Oh, okay, yeah, true. That's what I say. There's always a price, I guess, you know?
Yeah, so that's number 3. Miles Turner, you get number 3. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, you're going to laugh, but number 2, goes to the new Bulls signee, Tristan Thompson.
Oh, Lord.
Tristan, you've been in the league at least 10 years. You're an NBA champion. How do you shoot an air ball free throw?
Oh, man. The one where Ja was like, yo.
Ball free throw. Man up and duck. Uh-oh, incoming. Like, yo, how do you do that? You couldn't even touch rim? How do you short a free throw? I could never understand that. I've never shot.
He's been in the league long.
I've front rimmed a free throw, but I've never airballed a free throw.
That's terrible.
Never.
I think he's airballed a few of them already.
That's number 2. And number 1 is also Tristan Thompson. Because don't you think... I saw
the
that...
Canadian. He's from Brampton, right?
He is from Brampton. He's a Brampton man.
Brampton man.
I saw that warm-up. Pre-game warm-up, you're shooting hook shots, and you didn't even hit one shot. Here, brick. Skilly bang. Brick,
he must have hit at least once.
Brick. He didn't lick
I think
nothing.
that was a clip. In the clip, he missed about 10 straight.
He didn't lick not one.
The brick was Billy.
He did not.
Yeah, in the clip. The clip was only like less than a minute.
Bro, it was a construction site.
It was brick upon brick.
It's a construction site. You know when you go in your construction zone and they say, yo, be careful. Construction site.
Yeah, you might, watch for falling items. You might get hit.
I don't know how the man is working on hook shots in warm up and you're shooting bricks upon bricks.
I know they got on Scotty Barnes in the
rookie game, in the rookie competition when he's missing, and then this man is there, 2 foot from the rim, shooting jump hooks and airballing them. What?
Pun brick.
Right, that's number 1. And Tristan, you're there twice. You're there number 1 and number 2.
Oh man, seriously.
Right? So that is the major L. Yes, big L for that.
I agree. I'll co-sign on that one. But just remember, that was just a little clip. This is
okay. We'll give you a blind.
You just had it down.
Right. I could have went
30,
and got.
40
I could have also added DeAndre Jordan when you got the ball and you threw it out of bounds. But we allow you, right? Man. But that's the wrap with Major L. We'll take you into Puff, man. What's going on for the game of the week?
We're gonna do game of the week. Game of the week actually was the game I've seen last night. It was Milwaukee against Chicago. Oh man, this game
was
fire. I hope we see this in the playoffs. This game went back and forth. We have DeRozan, we have Lavine, we have We have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You got Drew.
You have Drew Holiday and
Middleton.
Oh man, the game was nice. The game was nice. It was just
I
going
can't
back
lie,
and forth.
I thought the Bulls had it.
No, I thought Milwaukee had it initially,
I
and then the Bulls came back.
When I saw the Bulls up 5,
I
saw the Bulls up 5, I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
Bulls,
this was like
Bulls
the
got
end,
that.
the end of the fourth.
I was like, yo, Bulls got that. And then 2-2, I was like, yo, what happened?
Yeah,
But that dunk, what's the name put on Giannis? Ooh, Derrick Jones, the left hand, Lord of mercy.
This game was exciting. You got to go back and watch this.
That game had pure dunks because Giannis dunked on them and grilled them.
And it went down to the wire. It didn't seem like it was a 118-112 win from Milwaukee, but, down the stretch, it becomes
what
like
do you
foul
think?
shots.
If Lonzo and Caruso was there, do you think they would have pulled it out?
Who knows? It would have been
it would have been even better. It would have been a
better game.
But hear what Grayson Allen said.
But remember they said this might be rough because it was Grayson Allen from Milwaukee that mashed up Caruso. Broke his hand.
But did you hear what Grayson Allen said? He goes, yo, man, they were booing him, and he's like, man, that's nothing, man. I faced harder criticism, harder fans' reaction when I was in college. Yo, you booed me? That's nothing.
That is true. In college, it's like they're on another level.
Exactly.
Another level when they're coming to cheer you. Yeah.
So, he's like, yeah, whatever. That's not gonna do anything to me. Right? But man, that game was good. Yeah. But yo, man, you had a few to choose from.
Yeah, and there was a lot of them.
But that was a good one. I think that was the best one out of all of them.
Yeah. All right, so that's a wrap. Puff and Vern for another week. See you again next week.
Before we leave, you got to forget, man.
End of the week.
End of the week, too. But we've also got to tell you in the top of the show to like, subscribe, share, comment, get the algorithm up. Let us know, man. Follow us on all social media. Check out our posts on our TikToks. Communicate. Let us know.
Yeah, and let us know what beers we should be taking because I don't know. There's so many of them. I prefer to get the beers that are like 9s and 10s. This one was all right, but it's beer.
But I saw it go though.
I saw it go.
You're not gonna always get a good one, but you know what I mean. Until next week, people. That's us, Puff and Vern, 31. We out.
I'm about to get some free herb.
Yo, Raptors. Let's do it, Raptors. No free herb.
Stuck in the 7.
He needs to give
look
me.
Like you're stuck in mud.
All right, I need the ounce from this man. Yeah, don't make us run backwards. I beg you. Don't make us run backwards. That's all we're doing right now.
Like Mark, going backwards, like Mark going up the hill in Grenada, running backwards.